Clara and I were going out. When we came out here, the princess drove in with her guards and took her away.
I don't understand. Just like that.
Just like that.
The princess is mad. If I were to be Clara, they won't take me to anywhere. Never.
I want her. I want Clara. Now see.
Grace, what do we do?
Nothing. You can't fight royalty, especially when it has to do with human lives.
It's true. We can't fight them. And she'll be back. Let's not get ourselves worked up. But besides, marriage is not by force.
Exactly. Marriage is not by force. I wonder how a full-grown man will be forcing himself into a woman. If it will not happen, it can never happen. Come rain, come shine.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to call her mom.
Her mom or Kevin?
Me. Call Kevin. He's the cause of these happenings. I can't call that idiot.
No, he's not the cause of anything.
Yes.
Clara is playing her games on her own.
Yes. No, the fact is, the two of you are right. Clara is playing a dangerous game. We are not disputing that fact. But let us just remember that Kelvin of a guy contributed to this.
Don't mind her. Hello, ma.
You gold digger. You think you can eat your cake and have it? Today you will know the difference between a royal family and an ordinary family. Tie her up in the guard room until my husband returns.
Take a horse to the stream, but you never force a horse to drink water.
She does not want to move, you move her.
I said move.
Carry her, she doesn't want to walk.
It's the more it comes to light, yeah, one way or another. So be careful what you do. Be careful how you treat another. Be careful what you do. Be careful how you treat another.
Understand. Is marriage by force?
After punishing that girl like this, what will be Prince William's fate if they eventually got married?
They will never get married again. From the look of things, I doubt they will not.
Ugwoke, we have our hearts at our back. If not, how would she leave the prince at this point in time? Don't you think that this might affect the prince psychologically after everything he did for her?
But let's be sincere. If you were the girl, will you still marry the prince in this condition?
Yes, I will. I swear by the gods of women as a community, if I'm lying, let them strike me dead. I mean, how can you going to be in love with somebody and all of a sudden you turn your back on that person. See, let me tell you, girlfriend, you see love. Love has no boundary. Love doesn't count wrong. Love doesn't see to that, because that is why they said love is blind. Look, you see this woman? This woman doesn't love the prince. She pretends to be in love with him because of what he is. And now that everything she hoped for isn't forthcoming, love dies.
You are not far from the truth. You see, if you love someone, no matter the condition, you must stick by the
Life is a gift of love. All the choices we make are solely up to us. If on your metal blue, going your chalaka for you. Konya diranya no, wala lele.
Nice, sit down. Sit.
How are you?
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. So, what happened? Your daughter sounded so urgent.
Yes, Nani, that case I reported to you yesterday. I was called from my daughter's school that she was taken away.
Today?
Yes, a few minutes ago.
You don't just worry anyway. I know nothing will happen to her.
I wanted to go to the palace. That's why I called you if you can accompany me.
That is not the best thing to do now. If by the end of today she is not back, first thing tomorrow morning I'll be the one to report it to our Igwe, so you just don't bother. Is that correct?
You think that's the best thing to do?
I think so. Looking at the circumstances of it.
Okay, if you say so.
At me again. Never.
Williams, it's okay. Alright? Ezeh, who asked you to bring her here?
Nobody, Father. I did it on my own. Because that girl is a gold digger. She can't eat a cake and have it.
Father, tell this girl to stop running. Mark Ojukwu, I will break your neck. Did I ask you to help me collect my cake? Are you mad? Are you out of your mind?
Now, listen up, everyone. Ezeh.
Father.
Anytime you take orders from any other person in this palace without my consent,
Then I will show you an example of how to be honest and obedient. Is that okay? Now, guard! Guard! Go untie that girl and set her free.
Father!
This meeting is over.
You don't wanna go the miles, you don't wanna pay the price, but for your love, I've already paid the price. I don't even understand what is it that
Prince of Umuzi community. I swear on the land of Ibenda community. If I know anything concerning my daughter's sudden change of mind towards you, let the land of Ibenda be my shelter henceforth. If I have thought of today coming to pass in this manner, may I not see tomorrow. And I swear by the sun that whosoever has confused my daughter towards you, may they not see light, may they not have peace.
I know nothing about it.
I have joined both of you together before now, my prince. And so shall it remain till eternity. I know nothing about this. Trust me, Clara is your wife and she remains your wife.
Oh, what is happening? What is going on?
Ah, you're in this apartment. That man you see on your wheelchair wanted to marry Clara.
God forbid. Why would Clara marry a man on a wheelchair? Why thousands of healthy men are out there?
That's why I say you're new here.
I don't understand.
My dear, that man was healthy when he engaged to Clara. Before his present condition, he bought this building with Clara's name.
This is really unbelievable.
He's even a prince.
Yes. Clara didn't do it if that is the case. She didn't do it at all.
My dear, she didn't do it. Thank God you now understand. She didn't try. Like cheating him.
Look at what you're saying. Did you see how you kept your mouth? I'm not your wife, and I'll never be. You kept your mouth like a bad road. A bad road that is not good. A bad no no no. You kept your mouth. Okay, you're not my wife now. Yes. Even the last one I bought, you were still busy saying, Bomo, he didn't done. You ate it. If I have money, you collect it from me. Shut up! the priest will bless me. You will not allow the blessing to last. Wait for me.
Ojukwu, I did not ask you for all these things you are saying you brought to me and asked me to take you. Are you not you again? Are you not yes.
Yarom. Okay. Ofunwa na yes. It's me. Ofunwa ana yes. I say it's me. Okay. What do you want us to do? Bam! Now you are talking. In fact, now I approve your behavior for you. You're talking like a man. See, just leave her. She's my wife. Just leave her for me. Only that. Yes.
Ojukwu, I am not.
Hey, my friend, shut up. Men are concluding issues, and you're still there busy. Come. I was saying, you're. What's that?
No, come and touch me again now.
What's that?
No, stand up and touch me.
What's that? You for me. You for me, eh? You for me. You for me, what's that? See you, eh? Come close to me again. I will just kill you. Thank God I told your father the last time that I'm going to keep one barrier for him. But this time, I think it's going to be you, your sister, and your father, so that your relative will be the people to do the burial.
Give a beer and we idiot. I don't pama.
It's okay now. Don't worry.
No, stand up now. You want to fight? Stand up. Stand up and fight.
It's me, you people.
Stand up and touch me now, idiot.
Let's go. You're okay. Let's go. No, now leave me. You're pushing. This is a devil. In fact, this is a way from limited. You, see, eh?
Clara. Where is your conscience? Why have you hardened your heart to understand the way this man loves you? Clara, this man provided everything for you. This man made you feel very different from every other girls on campus. Clara, you know, this accident did not just occur. It did not just happen, and you know that. If he did not take you and your people to see the new house, then the accident wouldn't have come up in the first place. How do you want people to see you? Please, I just wish you could change and love you.
Are you done? I asked a simple question. Are you done? If you don't mind, I want to be left alone. Grace, please, the last time I checked, this is my room. I think you should leave.
Clara, you know,
Thank you very much, Grace. Please.
Clara, are you sending me?
Grace, I really don't want to get pissed. I don't want to get angry. So please, just leave.
You can take a horse to the stream, but you never force a horse to drink water. Character is like a pregnancy. See, the more you try to hide it, it's the more it comes to light. One way or another. So be careful what you do. Be careful how you treat another. Be careful what you do. Be careful how you treat another.
Clara, my everything. This is it. This is the reason you abandoned me in this condition. A condition that I got into in the first place because of you. betray our love like this, Clara. Because I'm incapacitated. Clara, when I told you I love you, I gave you all of my heart, Clara. But you have made me learn the hard way that nothing in life is worth my life. So I choose my life over you. I will stay away from you so that I do not die of heartbreak. Omenka.
My prince.
Take me out of here.
Alright, sir.
How many times do I have to tell you that I really love you? Oh yeah. How many ways am I supposed to show you that I really love you? Oh yeah, yeah. You don't wanna go the miles, you don't wanna pay the price, but for your love, I've already paid the price. I don't even understand, what is it that makes you cry?
Why are you here?
I came to see you.
Grace, you're not allowed here. I will spare you today, Grace. But the next time you come to this palace without my consent, I will have your corpse fed to the dogs. Not ever, not even a word. Don't come back here. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Omenka.
My prince. That is the way.
Uncle, I have made up my mind and heaven knows I will not change it. Even if I end up not marrying Kelvin, I will not go back.
And you shall remain unmarried as far as I'm concerned.
It is better I remain unmarried than to marry a man my heart does not beat for. What is it, Clara? Are you the one who's going to stay at home with him? It is my happiness, not yours.
Hey!
Uncle, I had a carryover in school because of this young man. For the past 8 months, I have been moving him from one place to the other.
Clara!
Mama, Biko.
Hey!
Biko.
Allow her.
Next one telling me to allow her. Why would you?
Mama Biko, please, why won't you let me be?
Let's hear her.
Biko, this is not about you. I'm the one who is going to end up with this man. I'm sure even if I get married to him, this marriage will not even last for a month. I am not happy. Don't you get it? Am I supposed to give up my life for him? How am I even supposed to stay with him? This happiness is about me and not him and not you or uncle here. So please, everybody should just leave me alone. Okay, fine. Yes, he had an accident, but not because of me. There is something called destiny. God knew from the onset that this was going to happen, and it happened. So everybody should just take a chill pill and leave me out of this. Williams did not have an accident because of me. Bikon.
No, can you just do you just listen to what she's saying?
Yes, okay.
Do you just see what she's vomiting from her mouth? Huh? Clara!
Remember, this accident took place in the middle of your relationship.
Exactly! Let her understand it! Uncle, I have said it before and I'm going to say it again. God knew this was going to happen. It's not my making. Am I supposed to end up with him because he had an accident, which was not even caused by me? And why are we making a fuss about this? This young man hasn't even paid my bride price. Mama, if this house is your problem, if you want a new place, I can get you a duplex, well furnished in the city, so I could have my peace. If that is not fine by you, then I'd rather take my leave. Hey! That's what I have to say. Please excuse me. How will you sit down here? Mama, sit back here. Sit back here. Mama, leave me alone. What's
my daughter, you are welcome again.
Thank you very
my
much.
My son, once again, you are welcome.
Thank you, Uncle. Well, Uncle, we decided to come and see you. You know, it's been a while I saw you.
Yes.
So, my fiance and I decided to come and greet you properly.
That's good.
And without saying too much, we brought this for you. It's a little token. We just want you to manage it for now.
Oh, you came to visit Uncle today. All this one for me.
Uncle, there's more to come.
More. Serious. Yeah. I hope. Is anything the problem, or you brought this one for Uncle to use in surviving, or is anything the matter?
You know, since my father died, you have been more than a father to us. Yes, and that is the exact reason I came here with my fiance. To let you know that we're preparing for our traditional marriage and our white wedding, which we intend to do on the same day. And as my father, it's only proper for me to tell you officially and for you to bless us.
No problem at all. That's a very good one. So this is the kind of good news we want to hear. If my daughter says she wants to get married, will I be the one to stop her? No, now. In fact, that's a very good. But let's ask now: is your mother aware of this plan? Have you been able to convince her on it?
Uncle. She made me understand. You're the oldest man in the family, and I said to myself, it would be better to come to talk to you as man to man than trying to convince her mother. So that's one of the reasons we actually came in. We want you to help us talk to her mother and convince her. And Uncle, if you get this done for us, you'll be rewarded handsomely.
That is not a problem. Because my brother's wife is my wife.
Yes, sir.
And can I have a problem when I'm talking to my wife? Consider it done, my children.
Thank you very much, sir.
When I meet her, by the time I tell her what I want to tell her, it's final.
Thank you very much.
Don't worry, we are there already.
Now, last time I was telling you about Clara's attitude towards this young man. And you weren't listening to me. You were busy giving her all your support. I cannot heap curse upon myself. This young man has never done me any wrong. Get that? He changed our life to this we are today. Then are you expecting me to be part of all this nonsense that Clara is doing? And you're telling me to calm down, to support her for which stupid marriage is that?
Let me tell you something. I know that young man did so much for her. But you must consider something there. This is our daughter, your daughter. We are talking about her happiness here. Will you want your daughter to go into a relationship that she will be there like somebody who is...
Nah, this I don't want. No, I don't like this. You are not just speaking the truth at all. And I hate it when you lie. When you lie with your whole mouth. You are being too sentimental on this issue. Because she's our daughter. Is that young man not somebody's son? Where was this idiot that they brought them? Where was he when then this man came and changed our life? Is it because the young man had an accident? That's why Clara wants to abandon him. It was even because of us that you got you had the accident. And you're here sitting down telling me I should accept it because Clara is our own and her happiness. What happiness? I don't like the way you're supporting evil. I don't like it.
I know how you feel. Agreed. It's difficult, but there are certain things we must also consider. I am the father now of your daughter. It's my daughter. And as a father, I will not see my daughter complain on how to get married and I will sit down because somebody has done it. It's unthinkable.
I have started suspecting you from the very first day I noticed something. You are not speaking with your truth. You are not speaking with your right tongue. You are speaking from the two coin, as if you've been settled. I don't know the angle you are coming from. No, you have to be blunt this time. Yes! If you take Clara as your own biological child, you will not sit down here to be telling me all this. Where were you, even you, where were you when this young man changed our life? Where were you?
Yes, that time I was watching this.
You were watching?
But then, I shouldn't say because this thing is happening, I must not leave my daughter.
Oh, good. Okay, because the other man is here. So you now think the other man is better? See, I will never in my life join hands with people to support Clara to marry this young man. I have made my stand. I stand with the prince, and that's where I stand.
Okay, if you say so.
Listen again. Do you know Pastor's Palace? The way he washed off his hand. I've just done that now. I've washed my hand and my entire self off from this marriage. Heaven knows I will not be part and partake of this marriage. I will not come out. I will not join you. If you are joining, go and join them. And when the gods will start striking, don't come in.
Baby, you're so beautiful. Baby, you're so beautiful. Love me, love me, love me, love me. Kiss me, kiss me. Touch me, tease me, tease me. Love me. Just promise me you will never let me go. And I promise you I'll do anything for you. Oh, no. Love me. Kiss me. Tease me. Oh, no. Love me. Kiss me. Touch me. Right, no. Just promise me you will never let me go. Oh, no. And I promise you I'll do anything for you. Right, no.
Where is your friend? Have you lost your speech? I'm talking to you. Where is your friend?
Today is her traditional marriage.
A traditional marriage? I see. Why are you not there?
I'm not in support of it.
Do you know where it's taking place?
Yes, I do. It's at her place at the village.
Grace, I see that you're all dressed and heading out. Where are you going?
I am on my way to the library to read.
The library would wait, for I am going to take some of your time. Get into the car and take me to the venue of the occasion. Clara, I have come to attend your event. Uninvited, you would say. How disappointing. You know that it hurts most when we risk our hearts and then it's broken by the one whom we least suspect would. One of the most painful and hurtful moments in life is when someone comes into our lives, brings so much joy and happiness, and like a thief at night, they snatch it and take it away from us. That is very painful, Clara. I wasted too much time thinking of how beautiful life would be with you, not knowing that you're a green snake in a green cloth. Look at you. You do this to me? What did I not do for you? I loved you with all of my heart, like no other. I made your life comfortable. I bought you a car. I bought you this house. What if for you and your family, just so that I take you out of that dump? I made you live like a queen in school where others were paying you rent. You were living like a queen. And then you betray our love like this because of my condition. The condition that I got into because of you. Well, I have news for you today, Clara. But I'm yet shocked. I was never crippled. As you can see, I'm standing on my feet because I am not crippled. All of this was to test your loyalty. And just like the rest of them, you failed.
I'm burning, can't you see me burning? Yeah. I'm burning deep inside, I'm burning silently. I'm hurting, can you see me hurting? Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow, you have a good taste.
Thank you. Thank you. You see, bro, I want to move into that house.
Okay.
Listen, Kevin, I want to move into that house. The one I showed you.
Okay.
With my wife. Yes.
This is good.
And just start a family there.
This is good. Proud of you. Nice one. You're a real man.
And real men do real things, eh?
Wow, real man. So all you need to do now is to hurry up and get married.
Hurry up and settle down. That's what everyone says to me, but it's a challenge, man. That's why I called you out here. I need your help.
My help? How?
Kevin, I mean, look at me. I'm royalty. Every woman wants me, but not every woman loves me. They might all pretend to love me, but I know that not everyone of them, and I don't want to make a mistake in marriage, because that is a mistake that just might stay with me forever. It worries me.
So what do you suggest we do?
I like Clara a lot.
Okay.
I'd love to make her my wife, but I have to be sure that she's not like the rest of them in this community.
So what do we do?
She's from Ibenda village, the neighboring village, very close. Okay. She just might make a good wife.
Okay.
But I I want to disguise myself. So now this is what I want us to do. I have a doctor friend who has agreed to a plan that I came up with. So I'm just trying to bring you into it because I need your help. So this is what is going to happen. My doctor friend, after a few days, will declare that I've been in an accident. But before then, I need you to begin to talk to Clara. Get involved with her. Get acquainted with her. You know, become like a little distraction. You know. But after the declaration of my accident, the doctor is going to come back to tell them that I will not be able to use my legs anymore. Also, I'm going to be confined to a wheelchair for the rest of my life. After that declaration, a few weeks would pass and then you're going to come into the picture and begin to distract. You begin to pressure her more. You see, the house and the cars that I showed you are the things that I want you to use as a tool of distraction. Give her an impression that you're well-to-do, that you have everything that she needs. Alright, I want that to go on for as long as possible and let us see if she truly loves me or not. I need you to be the tool that I use to test her resolve.
You're really sure about this? You really want me to do this for you?
Whew. I'm hopeful.
Okay.
We need to test her resolve.
Okay. I will do as you say. Wow, I know it's not going to be easy.
For better and for worse, I'll be there by your side. No matter what the time, I'll never let you go. Can I share the shame with you? Hey, do you really feel the shame? Oh, forget about my royalty. Let's talk about your loyalty. Love is a game of loyalty. Would you stand for me? Love me, love me. Kiss me, kiss me. Tease me, tease me. Oh, na 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 na. Love me, love me. Kiss me, kiss me. Touch me. Right now, na na na. Just promise me you will never let me go. Oh no. And I promise you I'll do anything for you. Right now, na na na.
I want you to declare me crippled after 6 months. And no one, not even my family, must know about this. Okay. Thank you. How do I look right now and how do you look? I look smart and you look stupid. I ask you right in front of everyone here, where is your mother? Where is she? She's absent. She won't be part of the charade that you have put up because her heart is not as dark as yours. It is really true what they say, that beauty can be quite deceptive. You're so beautiful, yet so evil. You are standing beside my friend. You should be ashamed of yourself. Kevin, let me have my keys.
Boss.
Baby, you're so beautiful. Baby, you're so beautiful.
Grace! Grace!
My friends.
Stand here. Right in front of my people, I want to introduce to them what a virtuous woman truly is. This one right here is a virtuous woman. All the time she was with you. All the time she warned you. All the time she told you not to do this. All of that time, as I observed your evil ways, I saw her wonderful virtues. So today, if I am going to ask a woman in front of my people to be my wife, it will be you, Grace. Grace, I ask you in the presence of my people, will you be my wife?
Please,
Grace.
Thank him to forgive. Please.
All the choices we make are solely up to us. If on your metal of blue, going your chalaka for you, going your tiranya now. Wala, wala, lele, wala negodi, negodi no. Negodi no. Onye nyere manu manu. Osena nkonzo kaze nyamano. You can take a horse to the stream, but you never force a horse to drink water. Character is like a pregnancy. See, the more you try to hide it, yeah, it's the more it comes to light, yeah. One way or another. So be careful what you do. Be careful how you treat another. Be careful what you do. Be careful how you treat another. It's a gift of love. All the choices we make are solely up to us. If on your metal of blue, going your chalaka for you, going your tiranya now. Wala, wala, lele. Baby, you're so beautiful. Baby, you're so beautiful. Love me, love me, love me, love me. Kiss me, kiss me. Touch me, tease me, tease me. Love me, love me. Just promise me you will never let me go. And I promise you I'll do anything for you. Oh, no, 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 no. Love me, love me. Kiss me, tease me, tease me. Oh, no, 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 no. Love me, kiss me. Touch me. Right, no, 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 no. Just promise me you will never let me go. Oh, no. And I promise you I'll do anything for you. Right, no, 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 no. Side. No matter what the time, I'll never let you go. Can I share the shame of you? Hey, do you really feel the shame? Oh, forget about my royalty. Let's talk about your loyalty. Love is a game of loyalty. Would you stand for me? Love me, love me. Kiss me, tease me, tease me. Oh, no, 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 no. Love me, kiss me. Touch me. Right now. Just promise me you will never let me go. Oh no. And I promise you I'll do anything for you. Right now. Love me, kiss me, touch me, tease me, love me.